is the show each week where we showcase some of the videos that you've made using Invideo. And thank you to Jose Pinto. We'll be showing a couple of his videos soon. And also we have John's weekly lesson, looking at the inside, under the hood of Invideo. And sometimes we even have John. Now, talking of John, John has just arrived. So let's bring, no, is he ready? Waiting for a signal. Are you ready? He's ready. Right, okay, we'll bring John up on screen. And hello, John.
Hi, I was just showing the gas man out.
Oh, right, okay.
Fixing my radiator and
right.
servicing my boiler.
So you're working again?
The boiler hadn't been serviced for about 14 months because of COVID.
Yeah.
So while they were sending an engineer to do a leak, they said he would do the service at the same time. He couldn't fix the leak though. So he's gone for parts and he'll be back. Not today though.
Okay. Right. So this is Inspired by Invideo with John and me. And we are here in the Invideo group every week. And every week we ask the question, would you like to send us your videos that you've actually created with Invideo if you've got a YouTube link? And we've got 4 today. We'll play 2 of them. So let's just, in no particular order, bring the first video up on screen. And you know the routine now. What I'm going to do is put the video full screen. John's already said goodbye, and I'm going to turn our microphones off so we don't get any feedback. But grateful to Jose Pinto, who's sent us the videos this week. So let's start.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. That was our first video from Brazil.
That's
brilliant.
Good stuff.
And we say hello to Chris and hello to our mystery guest. And we'll post a link afterwards so that we can actually show your name. And over to Facebook user, and I'm going to guess this is Jose. The guy that does this never did one video before. Brilliant. Well, in that case, before we get to John's video of the week, then let's bring up, I'm going to hide that video. And so this is from somebody who's never done any videos before and is using Invideo.
Yeah.
And we've got the second video up on screen. So we're going to put it full screen. And we're so carried away by the fact that people have sent videos in. So John's microphone off, my microphone off, and
O agricultor, com certeza já solicitou alongamento de dívida rural. Nessa hora, o banco informa pela impossibilidade, pois o crédito rural derivaria de fontes não controladas. Ou seja, sugere que, por ser dinheiro do próprio banco, pode aplicar as regras que mais lhe interessam. Mas saiba, amigo agricultor, que essa prática é ilegal e deve ser combatida, já que a instituição financeira deve acatar as leis do crédito rural, mesmo quando fornece dinheiro de fontes não controladas. Mesmo quando fornece dinheiro de fontes não controladas.
I'm still playing.
Yeah,
right.
It was, but we saw it all.
Of course, that yes from Brazil. And
I presume that you pronounce it Jose. It's Jose, and it's on Facebook.
Yep. I said Jose Pinto. It's the middle name I've got problems with, which is Moner, Jose Moner Pinto. So my apologies if I've garbled your middle name. If we say, Jose, thank you for sending the videos in. We'll play 2 this week and 2 next week. That video I liked. I liked the imagery and the background music and the voiceover as well. We do need Marco Novo to join us though next week. If they're all in Portuguese, we need a translator. Or you could actually join us on air next week and talk about how you actually created your first Invideo videos.
We could get the Tottenham manager to come on, couldn't we? And he could be our translator. Or the Wolves manager. They're both Portuguese, aren't they?
Right. A question from Chris, which Chris asked on YouTube as well. How can Chris highlight words in different colour in the text?
If you just highlight the text you want, you'll see the word highlight pops up above it. Click on that. And the colour chosen will be dependent on what you've got in your colour scheme. And you can change them in your colour scheme, which is in the bottom right-hand side of the text box.
Brilliant.
I'll do a little video and post it in the group afterwards.
Excellent.
In fact, I think I've already got one in the group, but no worries, we can do that.
Oh, excellent. We look forward to it. And if they're Invideo users too, the more the better. Okay, thank you, Jose. Right now, I rarely panic, but you sent me a link at 3 minutes before we're due to go.
Because I couldn't do any video recording because the blooming people next door were going bang, bang, bang. Eventually, I got it done though.
You did. And I went to the video on YouTube and got the legend still processing. I thought, right. But eventually we got there. So would you like to talk about this week's video, John?
Well, this week's video, I've tackled some of the the principal change that happened this week, which annoyed me and a few other people. I can see the logic behind it now. They've actually explained what it's for. But okay, I'll go into that on the video. I've answered a couple of other things, like somebody said in the group, but you can only have one voiceover now, and it has to run the whole thing, and that's just not true. So I've done a demonstration of voiceover, a couple of other things, and then somebody who calls himself Zed, Z-E-D, asked me if I could revisit panning, because he's got to pan a cityscape. Well, I did one last year, and if I'm really honest, I've recycled last year's. And I did a beach scene, but he wants to be able to do a cityscape. So I've explained using the beach. I will be honest, I actually recorded it last November, but you know, if you've got something already, why not reuse it?
Indeed. And
so it's about 15 minutes long in total. So it's the old grab your favourite beverage, watch and enjoy.
Take the video full screen, turn off John's microphone, turn off my microphone. Enjoy John's instructional video. We're both still here and we will be back after the video.
Inspired by Invideo show. Here you can learn about how to use Invideo, ask questions and show off your videos. Stephen Healey is a content creator and facilitator for BeLive TV. I'm John Upton, and I'm a video creator and general marketer for an agency based in the UK called Think and Do. Okay, we're going to have a look at the recent change to the editing interface. So let's make a wide video. And here we have a change in the here. There's no longer two different play buttons, and now we have go to left scene and go to right scene. So we've only got one scene at the moment. So let's add a scene. So we're going to add a scene from blank. Yep. And now we're on this scene, but it puts this stick or pointer, whatever you want to call it, in the middle. So if you go to the scene to the right, it just moves back and forth. That's not really good from the point of view of wanting to play, because it plays from where you are. So if you want to start and play just the scene, you've got two choices. You can drag that to there and hit play, or you can go into the timeline where you only have the contents of that scene and hit play. But again, you get the same problem. But here you can hit the left thing and it will take you to the start. So you can then play the whole scene. And then you go back to the scenes. And again, if you place it at the start of a scene and you moved left, it still goes to the middle, which is a bit disappointing. Go to the right, it's there. So I think really that they need to fix this so that you've got some methodology of putting it A to the beginning of the scene and B to the beginning of the video. Bit like fast forward on your video cassette recorder, if you can remember that far back. Okay, at the weekend, Mandar posted in the group that you couldn't now have multiple voiceovers, and that the system now forced you into having just one voiceover, and I'm afraid that's not right. You can have multiple voiceovers, yeah, and you can stick them wherever you want. And so what I'm going to do here is I've got two scenes, and up here I've got two recorded audios. I just recorded them using the voiceover thing here. So if you want to add multiple voiceovers, all you need to do is put your stick there, or at the very beginning if you want to start it to the beginning, or in the middle if you want it to be in the middle. Let's start ours after roughly a second, and then
This is scene number 1.
so now we've got a voiceover for the first scene. And now if we drag our stick, we'll stick it here, so it's there, and then we click.
This is scene number 2.
And if we run the whole thing from the beginning, let's move our stick to the beginning.
This is scene number 1.
Bit of a gap here. Maybe I should have shortened the scenes, but you get the principle.
This is scene number 2.
And if you want to, you can even stick them in both in the same scene. I know it says scene 1 and scene 2, but I'm just demonstrating that it's possible to have
This is scene
multiple
number
voiceovers
1.
in a single scene.
This is scene number 2.
One of the questions in the group this week was, can you mix music and sound effects? Well, the answer is it depends where you're going to get your sound effects from. So we've got a good selection of music inside Invideo. So let's pick a corporate tune and just go success ahead, and let's add that to our thing. Okay, so now we've got some music. Now if I want to add a sound effect, and I go back and I go to sound effects, and any old thing will do, bang. And I've got some nice bangs I can hear. But the problem is, it wants to replace the music. So if you can source a sound effect that you want from outside of Invideo, what you can do, and let's go to my uploads, I've got some here somewhere. Oh, where have they gone? There we are, there's some sound effects there. There's a thunderclap. What you can do is you can add it to the voiceover line. But as I keep saying to people, please, we need at least 5 audio lines here. But here you can see we've managed to add a sound effect, which we can then move to anywhere we want. We can add another sound effect and another sound effect, and then move them around as and what we want. And of course we can edit them, so we can trim off pieces just like we can with the music. Done. Let's go here, let's edit this one, trim, we'll come of that off to there. Done. So now I can pull my sound effects again, dark hit wave, edit, trim, and again I can trim that one here, hit done, bring them along, and now in my first scene I've got music and 3 sound effects. So if I go to the scene to the left, oh, doesn't want to, oh, that's because I'm on here. So let's go to the scene to the left, let's play it from the beginning, hit play. And you can hear that the sound effects does cool the music. But if you go to the edit, click trim, you can see that here you can change your background music too. So let's move it up to 50-something%. We can do the same on this one, edit, trim, background music is in there as well. So it looks as if it does it for all of them. So now if we take it back and play it, we'll hear the volume now of the music is different. So what I'm looking forward to is the day when we get another 2 or 3 channels here for the music, just like you do in the timeline, and so that we can then mix sound effects, music, voiceovers, etc. Another item raised in the group this week is about premium videos. People who are not on a premium package say they can't see much in the way of anything that they can use in terms of video and images. So you've got your videos here and your images here, and as they say, everything more or less looks as if it's a premium item. But what you can do is you can remove the stuff. Now they say, oh, but if I remove the stuff that's chargeable, the premium, by unclicking these, there isn't much to see. But in fact, if you keep going, there is lots and lots and lots of video. Yeah, and if we go from video to image, we can see absolutely loads and loads and loads of non-premium pictures. So the important thing is to make use of these here. And then of course you can then search for whatever you do. So we could do businessman. And yep, you know, there's loads and loads of businessman, and they keep coming as you move down. I had a request via Messenger, could I revisit panning and show people how it's done? So here is panning. Okay. This week in the group there was a question about how do I get panning to work on an image? Well, that's a damn good question, because I've had to get a bit of help from Pratic on support, but now I can show you how to make it work. So over here in Uploads you can see this panoramic picture. It's from Unsplash, and the photographs from Kelly BDV, and it's a really good picture, and he's got loads, or she even has got loads of great pictures of the seaside that you can use. So we drag this on. Now this is the bit that I couldn't get, but I have now. in the image resizing options, can't crop to screen, because if you crop to screen, you've got nowhere to go either end. So we need to fit with transparent. See, okay. And then what we want to do is we want to drag it out to fill. Okay, so we're making it big. And if we look, that's there. But what I found with Pratic's help is that you actually need to give it a bit more space to move either end. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag it out so that there's a blank area at both ends. See the blank area? And then we're going to line it up in the middle. So we're going to line it up in the middle there, and we're going to line it in the middle there. So now we've given it room to move. I think that was a good song a few years ago. John Mayall, I think, was the artist. We are going back a long way. And so we need to animate it now. So it's in place because it's in place. And what we need to do is we need to pan it. So we can go to the left or to the right. We're going to pan from the left. That's the magic word that really needs to be in there. So pan from the left. And if we run it now, and you see it panned from left to right. If we duplicate the scene, go to the second one. Oh, let's remove the nasty default transition. We don't want any transition here. Go to this one. Go to media one, edit, and this time the animation, we pan from left. Let's pan from right and play the scene again. Oh, we didn't want to play the scene. We wanted to play all the scenes. See, we've panned from left to right, and now we're panning from right to left. Hope you enjoyed that and you got some benefit from what we covered. So stay safe and look after yourself out there. We'll see you next week.
Right, we have sound. Thank you, John.
Good. We even have you on picture today. Well, we didn't earlier in the day when Windows decided to stop your camera from working.
Indeed. For anybody who discovered this morning that our main camera wasn't working, this is a Windows feature. An update ran last night, globally, I think, and basically it stopped seeing your camera. Now, you've not changed anything, but that means nothing to Windows. And Windows 10 update removes your camera. All you need to do to fix this problem is to unplug your camera and plug it back in. Then whatever software you're using will see it. And this all trial and error. David said, hello to Corinda. It's good that everybody gets on. And from Jose, possibly very useful. There you go. Well, that's what it's all about. It's about being useful. It's about tips and tricks and about helping each other. And that's one of the good things about the Invideo group. People are supportive of each other, whether you've been creating videos for 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, or even longer than that.
It's almost 2 years now that we've been using Invideo in next month.
It is. That's when we first discovered it.
And it has changed as well.
Oh, there's no comparison between what we started with and what there is now. I mean, it's streets ahead. Now, if you are an Invideo creator and you're watching this either live or on the replay, and you put your Invideo videos onto YouTube, all you need to do is drop a link to John or I, and we'll play them on next week's show. We're holding over 2 of Jose's, which we'll play next week. And we just love watching other people's videos. It's simple as that, especially if they're made by Invideo.
Yep.
Right.
And we're here to help. So questions, just ask them. Chris asked about highlighting. I tried to explain it, but what I'll do is I'll do a tiny little 2-minute video. Well, I'll probably only be 90-second video, and post it in the group afterwards. It's really easy to do, Chris. No problem.
Okay. Next comment coming in is okay.
That's I've got Facebook open on the other thing. It's Jose again.
Jose. How do you find the colours dust intro?
Not sure I understand, I'm afraid.
No.
We have a Portuguese to English thing.
Yeah. And can you just sort of type it again?
And maybe we'll understand.
Spell checker may not help. Then over to Chris, and Chris is saying, thank you for the brilliant tips and tricks about panning and the Windows update. You're welcome. That's what we're here for. That's what we enjoy doing, helping. And I've got a t-shirt. No, I'm not. I did that this morning, didn't I? I showed the t-shirt and I showed the cup this morning, so I can show the cup this afternoon. Yeah.
Talkinator, blubbing for Britain. I'm a monkey. Yeah.
No, I thought the Blubbing for Britain t-shirt.
Chest.
Blubbing for Britain t-shirt was very good. And another comment coming in. Thank you for all the comments. The ones look streamed. Okay, and over to David. We'll check this all out afterwards and go through the comments. Good reminder about how to do the panning. Whenever I managed to do that, it was always by accident. I can do that too, David. I can do that.
Any man who can fall off Wigan Pier, you know.
It's not a pier.
It's all right. No,
I call it a pier. It's
I
right,
know
okay.
it's not a pier, but this man has soul, northern soul, and he was doing a live broadcast the other day, and he got the blue screen of death in the middle. So I said he'd fell off Wigan Pier.
Okay.
And I even told him how to fix his blue screen of death as well.
I mean, the book is The Road to Wigan Pier. That's the classic novel.
But it was a destination, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Right. Okay. So do send us in your videos, and we will play them. And when we like a video, what we do is quite pure and simple. Before we go, we play the video again. So I'm going to bring the video in. And again, thank you, Jose. And we'll play them in reverse order this time. So we'll take it full screen and switch microphones off and press play.
O agricultor com certeza já solicitou alongamento de dívida rural. Nessa hora, o banco informa pela impossibilidade, pois o crédito rural derivaria de fontes não controladas. Ou seja, sugere que, por ser dinheiro do próprio banco, pode aplicar as regras que mais lhe interessam. Mas saiba, amigo agricultor, que essa prática é ilegal e deve ser combatida, já que a instituição financeira deve acatar as leis do crédito rural, mesmo quando fornece dinheiro de fontes não controladas.
That caught me. I was doing something else. Just a second. I need to finish this off because I want to do it. I've started, so I'll finish. Just to say that today's broadcast, if I apply this, is on BeLive, and BeLive are in partnership with Invideo. I'm waiting to see what happens next in relation to the partnership. But John, would you like to close today's broadcast?
Yep. I'd just like to ask one thing. Has anybody seen any sight of Abhilash Handy? We haven't seen him for a while. Are you still out there? Or have you gone off to do other things? Anyway, that's my appeal for the lost Abhilash Handy. So, see you all soon. Same time, same place next week. And if you want to get up earlier in the day, you can join myself and Stephen at 10 a.m. UK time for Blabbing for Britain. Bye.
Bye. Take care. See you all again soon.